Before we dive into our course instruction, I just want to give an overview of what the course objectives will be for our valuation course and walk you through what we plan to cover, what we plan to accomplish here. The valuation course we're going to cover is going to demonstrate two key valuation methodologies used in corporate finance, investment banking, and many other financial career paths, namely trading comps as well as precedent transactions, which we will get into detail shortly in ensuing slides. The importance of these methods is that they are used by financial professionals to derive valuations for public and private companies in order to make informed investment decisions, and the effects of this are manifold. So there's a number of valuation impacts that we should cover, and a number of ways that these analyses are going to impact many different fields across finance. So primarily, especially for those of you going into investment banking, M&A transactions are a key area where you're going to need to find some value, of the company being acquired. If there's a merger, you're going to have to assign values to both companies. There's many, many use cases where valuation is critically important, and extrinsic valuation methodologies like trading comps or transaction comps are going to be integral in determining this. Additionally, and this is important for my most recent career at Madison Dearborn Partners and many of our other course instructors like Levi and Josh, who served at Hellman and Friedman and Neuberger Berman, respectively, is its use in LBOs. When private equity firms acquire businesses, they need to determine some sort of entry value at which they're going to acquire that business. And precedent transactions, trading comps are critical in these analyses. Furthermore, another use case, again, largely for investment bankers, is IPOs, or initial public offerings. Again, when a share price is going to be determined, when a company is going to list on a public stock exchange, you're going to need to determine some value at which you plan to issue those shares to public shareholders. Furthermore, and this particularly applies to Josh and his work in the restructuring group at Barclays, valuation does play a critical role in restructuring. And I actually had quite a bit of experience with this at Greenhill as well when you're dealing with restructurings, whether it's revaluing the company, determining, what residual cash or assets are left over to be allocated to shareholders. There's many factors in which valuation impacts restructuring. And then there's many other investment decisions where valuation is going to impact it somehow, whether it would be assumptions around a roll-up strategy. Maybe if you're a private equity firm buying a platform investment, you plan to roll up a space and kind of want to know what can I acquire other competitors at. Another use case is also determining the value of options and issuing options to management and incentivizing management in those ways. So there's many impacts, as we can see, that valuation has across the spectrum of finance. Therefore, an understanding of valuation is critical for careers in investment banking, private equity, venture capital, corporate development, and many other finance-related roles. So the skills you learn in this course, you're going to be able to take to many, many different fields.
Come on, let's go. The fun is just getting started.